everyone, welcome to this reading. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. So I was guided to focus on twin flame connections, those who are in separation. Perhaps there has been no contact between you and your twin. So let's go ahead and take a look at the energies here at the time that you're tuned in to this. And let's take a look and see what the messages are and what it is that needs to come through these messages. It is general advice as always, of course, so please do take from it whatever makes sense for you personally regarding your twin flame connection. So I wanted to start off with this deck by Mystic Moon, the Twin Flame Shadows, taking a look at some of the challenges that you might have faced as a result of the breakup or separation. All right, guys? So let's grab some insight here. Okay, so we are starting off with distant, or the distance between the two of you. I'm guided to pull 3 cards from this deck here. We have escapist, and then the bottom of the deck is irresponsible. Couldn't help but look at the bottom card after that one, and it's walking away. So either you walked away from somebody, or of course they walked away from you. So let's go ahead and clarify these cards individually. I'll be pulling from my Luna Tarot here. So let's start with the distant reference here. We are focusing on those who are, of course, not together at this point in time. So what's up with that? So this is interesting that we've got the Empress wanting to come up in the reverse. So if you happen to be divine feminine, especially if you do represent Taurus energy, because the Empress does represent Taurus, in the reverse, this is somebody who could be smothering their partner, that could ultimately have resulted in the distance and time apart, or why somebody might have broken things off with you. So take that if it makes sense, divine feminine. If, let's say, your divine masculine broke things off, especially if they felt closed in, or if they were backed into a corner somehow, or again, if they felt that you were smothering them. So take that if it applies for your situation, but that is what's coming through there. Let's see what else. We also have the Hangman. Okay, so the reversed Empress as well as the Hangman. Somebody let go. Somebody decided to detach and need a distance apart from the connection in order to perhaps have a very different understanding of what's going on. That's how I see the Hangman. We can see new perspective, and that's needing time to themselves perhaps, or maybe that's something that you both needed in order to maybe have some breathing room in the relationship. That's something that either of you might have needed here. Check this out. We have the 4 of Cups also coming through. So this is picking up off of someone's regrets. All right, but we do clearly have the Empress representing divine feminine energy right here. So perhaps it is you, divine feminine, that has these regrets. You know, the 4 of Cups can also represent the disconnection between two people. Lots of regrets for sure. We see that here. The 4 of Cups can also represent that missed opportunity, that missed chance perhaps to either work it out, to communicate, to come back together. And that ultimately is why some of you guys might not be with your twin at this point in time. That's what I'm getting for that scenario. Let's go ahead and take a look at the escapist here. So this is somebody perhaps who maybe wasn't ready for commitment, felt the need to just get out of a situation. Look at that. We've got the Moon's energy. So somebody could have been deceptive in this scenario. Take it if it applies to yourself, you the viewer, or somebody decided to break free from the connection. There could have been infidelity here. There could have been third-party situations, you know, because this can sometimes be an affair. It could be that they were keeping secrets. They could have been lying. I feel I get for this scenario that somebody just wasn't ready to give their all in a partnership. Okay, but this is very telling as well. Remember, we have the Empress in the reverse representing the divine feminine, and we do have the Emperor showing up. So the Emperor right next to the moon's energy with the deception reference, that could also be an indication that we have a masculine here who wasn't ready for commitment, and that could have also been why we have a divine feminine who was trying to hold on to the masculine, and it came off as smothering, you know? And I feel this could have been a masculine that decided to detach as well and maybe tried to pursue a different connection. I feel it could have been a love triangle, a third party. And just when I was saying that, look at that, we've got the Three of Swords. So this was a very painful relationship or a painful ending. This is an indication that you guys are not together. You parted ways, and this represents sorrow. It represents heartache, heartbreak. It's a very painful breakup is what I'm getting there. And then you've got this irresponsible message as well. So in a way, this all goes together, even though I'm focusing on each card separately. This could be one storyline for somebody that resonates with this. And look at the next card. We've got the Death card. Some of you could also be dealing with a Scorpio here. So endings and beginnings. We have a situation, a relationship that did break up. It resulted in distance because someone was being irresponsible. And I find this card so interesting. A bride and a groom and their skeletons, right? And then you've got the Death card clarifying it. So this is a relationship that in a way it died. It just didn't have enough life to it to survive whatever those challenges might have been. And then you've got the Three of Swords right next to that. So this was a very painful experience, I feel. But the one thing with the Death card is that it creates way for change. It is a card of a transition, a transformation that needs to happen. And whoever was the irresponsible party here, if they can actually come forward as a better person, somebody who is trustworthy, somebody that you can rely on, then perhaps the beginning, a new beginning for a relationship to start again, maybe that's possible. We also have the Hermit. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be the Virgo here. I find it interesting that we've got the Ace of Cups right next to that. So this is new romance, or it could be a new beginning in love for those of you who reconnect and give this love a second chance. And of course, the Hermit, it's about self-reflection. It's about going within and just maybe creating silence in your life where you really can reassess where your life is, you know? So I really feel it's time for contemplation. It's time to perhaps seek inner guidance within yourself. And it's also about searching for your own truth, whatever that might be. And if you can get real honest with yourself, and of course, maybe this other person, that's what it is that they need to do as well, then yes, it's possible that you guys can have a new beginning in this partnership here. And I love how we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So we've got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, both coming through here. So there's this opportunity to manifest a new beginning in this partnership. I feel it's crucial for both people to be on board and to be able to dedicate equal time to each other in the partnership, you know? But in the meantime, there's room for self-care and self-love through the Ace of Cups. This is a card that I feel it starts with the person who has those issues or the relationship that ran into those challenges. You know, as long as you can both dedicate time towards your own growth and your own healing to be able to fill this cup for yourself, then you guys can come towards each other as two whole people rather than two people who are either broken or unhealed. Okay, so that's what I'm getting there for Twin Flames in separation for that opening message. All right, so let's see what else we can find out. Another deck by Mystic Moon. This is the Twin Flame Journey Oracle. Angels and spirit guides, please. What else do we need to know here? All right, what else do we need to know for twin flames and separation? Look at this. Look at this. We've got the twin flame card. Healing. We have return. And we have nostalgia. So it's fitting to me that your twin thinks about you and misses you. There's something about the memories. They feel attached to those memories. They're holding on to it. And we clearly see that there is this need for balance and healing between the two of you. They clearly want to come back into your life, and maybe there's a part of you that wants them to return. Okay, so let's grab some tarot once again. I'll be pulling from my Celestial Cosmos tarot deck here. So we're focusing on twins who are not together. There is distance and time apart. Twins often do feel drawn to each other regardless of distance. We also have the Two of Cups coming through here. Okay, now some of you might feel that you're more so on a soulmate journey rather than a twin flame one. Doesn't really matter. Okay, this does represent the fact that you feel drawn to this person, that you love each other. You know, it hasn't been smooth sailing perhaps, but there's the opportunity to heal this and to work things out, I feel. You've got the Star. So you could also be dealing with Aquarius. You could be the Aquarian here. So it does seem that this is what it is that they're wishing for, is to have this return, this reunion. That is their wish. That is what it is that they're hoping for. The love clearly is indicated here through this reading. We also have the Three of Wands. So they definitely pick up off the fact that you had this history together, very connected in the past. That's what the nostalgia is tapped into. But this is also about looking ahead and the path that you're being guided towards, or even your twin flame being guided back to you. Now, I'm very happy to see this, that we now have the Empress in the upright. So if perhaps your twin saw you as somebody who was perhaps overly clingy or possessive, or as we've seen, you know, just very smothering, this I feel is more of an empowered divine feminine, where you are going to get past that type of clinginess and smothering type interaction with your masculine, and you're now preparing yourself perhaps for a much better outcome to this situation. And I love how we've got the Judgment card, because this I feel is communication. This I feel is the awakening for either the feminine or for both of you, feminine and masculine, to go through this in order to take a look at where you guys have been. And we clearly see it's right next to nostalgia, picking up off of past influence. And so the Judgment card also picks up off of the past, being judged perhaps for what happened in the past, and being able to hopefully fix what occurred there that might have resulted in a separation. You know, and for some of you, I feel it could have been infidelity or trust issues there. We did see the Three of Swords. It could have resulted in that. And so I feel there is your twin from your past who wants to be able to reconnect, who feels that they know and recognize that they want to fix something here, and that they want that reunion. They want to come back into union. And with the assistance from the Wheel of Fortune, which is fantastic, we've got the Knight of Cups. And look at this, we've got the Six of Cups. So we've got two cards here talking about this nostalgic energy between the two of you. You're both focused on the memories. You feel that past influence that I was talking about. And this might be a divine masculine here who wants to be able to turn things around. So this is a divine masculine twin flame who wants to bring the romance back. They want that reunion. Okay. And here we are again with the Four of Cups. So perhaps you both regret some of the decisions or things that you've said to each other. You could also have struggled through the separation. But I feel some of you guys have been apart for a very long time. And some of you guys might even be thinking, you know, it's just been so long since we've connected or even talked that maybe this is just a far off wish or dream. I feel that as well. And then we do have the Five of Cups right next to that. Both of these energies are pretty intense. You know, we've got grief and despair right here. And we also pick up off of the grief of the Three of Swords, which we've already seen. So those are some pretty heavy energies, and that's going to take time to be able to heal that. Okay, so now let's take a look and see what else we can grab for this twin flame message. All right, I'll be pulling from the Twin Flame Current Vibes by Sister Moon Tarot. All right, you guys are clearly attached, still feeling very nostalgic, remembering the memories that you guys have shared, despite some of those memories being quite painful for this twin flame journey. All right, so there is that past influence, but let's go ahead and take a look and see what the current energy is. All right. So some of you guys might still be doubting, or this could be your twin flame that's doubting. Do you still think of me and love me? And of course, you're the only person that can answer that, but I feel twins are often drawn to each other regardless of distance and time. So they might not be so sure. You know, they might not be 100% confident that you would take them back, regardless of the fact that they want that reunion. Yep. We have, I am here. I am always here. All you have to do is reach out to my spirit and I will reach back. Okay, so you guys are clearly spiritually attracted to each other, magnetically pulled towards one another. And we've got this next card right here. You are the missing piece in my life. They're still missing you. And lastly, you are my wish. Yep. I wish to be where you are. I wish to be with you. 100%. That's where they're coming from. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some additional insight here. I'm going to pull from my Tabby Tarot teacher. Focusing on twin flames and separation. Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know here? They're still wishing for you. They still want you. We've got the Knight of Cups once again. So this is a very romantic lover. It can also represent romantic proposals. That does not necessarily have to be a proposal of marriage, although for some of you it could. But this is basically a conversation that they want to have with you to propose something that has to do with a wish, that has to do perhaps with a desire for union or a reunion. This person, I feel it's the masculine, they truly are being guided back to you, Divine Feminine. That's what I'm getting here. They still believe in the connection. They're just not sure that you would take them back. You know, do you still think of me? Do you still love me? They clearly are still very attracted to you, okay? What else? Look at this next card. We've got the Hierophant. This is about commitment right here. And this could be, for some of you, it could lead towards long-term commitment that leads towards marriage. They, again, still believe in the relationship. They still believe that the two of you are meant to be together. Maybe during this time apart, they have truly learned some lessons that could prove to be quite valuable with a second opportunity to come back together. And then we've got the Three of Pentacles that is followed by the Fool's energy. So this truly comes down to building a life together and wanting the same things. It is about putting in the effort and the hard work for you guys to ensure that the relationship can last this time. You know, it's about working together. Three of Pentacles. It's about teamwork. And then you've got the Fool right next to it. It's about having faith. And if you have faith in each other, if you have faith in the relationship, then somebody needs to take that first step to create a fresh start, a new beginning here. You know, because I feel it certainly is worth a second chance for this partnership, for this twin flame relationship. I love that we've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've seen that already. It is a card of manifestation. It is a card of welcoming in a new beginning. It can offer security and stability in marriage, you know, that this person is ready to give their all into this partnership. I feel that's coming from the masculine to the feminine. We see the Hermit once again. Okay, so they've taken time to really think about things here. So if you haven't picked up off of that quite yet, just know that perhaps the healing journey has not completed for your twin flame connection, but there is progress here. However slow it might seem, I feel there's the opportunity to start again with your twin flame. We also have the Ten of Pentacles, and then we've got the Temperance card. So this is confirming that patience is required in order for a reconciliation to manifest. We've also got finances popping up here. Okay, it could be unexpected, improved finances for some of you. It could be coming into some unexpected money, but it could also represent happiness in your love life, security in your love connection, to people who are a very good match for each other, a very strong magnetic pull, a strong bond between two people. So it's just going to take a little bit more time for things to play out, but I feel it can absolutely be very successful with a second chance for twin flames who are in separation. Divine Feminine, you are coming in as the High Priestess. Here is our Judgment card once again. So rebirth, an awakening, that inner calling. It is a transition that's happening here, the opportunity for forgiveness, the opportunity for healing. And Divine Feminine, it is up to you to be able to trust your gut and your heart and your intuition when it comes to this twin flame connection with your masculine, because I have a feeling they'll be back. I have this instinctive, very strong feeling that they will communicate with you sooner rather than later. And then we do have the Three of Wands popping up again. So they really would love to be able to move forward with this connection. They're focusing on what the two of you can build in the future rather than focusing perhaps on some of the challenges that you have faced in the past. Okay, so that's what's coming through there. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with some dialogue messages from your twin. Let's see here. What am I guided to use? I think I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Heavenly Hearts Oracle deck. All right, so let's go ahead and see what it is that your twin flame wants to say to you. You could also resonate with some of these messages for yourself and what it is that you would like to say to them through this reading. Angels and spirit guides, please. Messages for twin flames in separation. All right, here we go. I'm guided to pull 4 cards. All right, so we've got 3 already. Let me grab one more. One more message, please. And there we are. Okay, so let's read through these. So the very first card says, "Thank you for loving me through thick and thin, ups and downs, good and bad days. Always by my side. I'm so grateful for your love." Okay, and clearly we're focused on those who parted ways, who are at a distance from each other, but perhaps this is their way of telling you that they are very grateful for your love and would be ever more so grateful with a second chance, and that if given a second chance that they'll always be by your side. Perhaps that's a lesson that they have learned. We also have our union has been heaven sent. It's like a blessing, okay? Let's perfect the art of making love. So those intimate moments that they would like to be able to experience with you again. And then lastly, telling you that I love you is not enough. Those words alone can never come close to how much you mean to me. And perhaps given half the chance, another opportunity to come back together, this is something that they would love to be able to prove to you, and maybe something that you are in need of doing for your twin as well. All right, guys, so I will leave that there for you. Hopefully there's something in these twin flame messages that help you out and resonate with you. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care.